This is extremely important to share this video. This is not just for sensationalism or that wow thing or some kind of, shock sort of video. This is the reason why the Democrats are completely out of their depth, out of touch. They have zero pulse on what the American people are feeling, what they're going through, how they desperately want to return to normalcy. And watch this clip. This CNN panel, especially one of these so-called experts, absolutely melt down at the thought of Americans. As a father, somebody who has a daughter, somebody who has an amazing wife, raised by powerful women, I even feel stronger than maybe most, has a complete meltdown at the thought of one of the CNN panelists saying that, you know what, maybe Americans don't want boys competing in girls' sports. Check this out.
I think there are a lot of families out there who don't believe boys should play girls' sports.
They're not boys. I'm not going to listen to transphobia at this table. I am not going to listen to you call a trans girl a boy.
Are you going to allow me to finish my explanation?
When you use a word that's a slur, I'm going to interrupt. That's not how it is. They're not boys. They're not boys. They're not playing girls' softball. I'm not going to sit there and listen to that.
Let's reset for a second because, look, this is a really heated issue, right? And Shermichael, I know you. I know that you understand that people have different views on this. I think out of respect for Jay, let's try to talk about this in a way that is respectful.
Okay, so let me rephrase this since I'm being targeted here.
I don't. Just to be clear, you are not being targeted.
I am, but it's okay.
I'm specifically saying that I know that you are not intending to be transphobic.
He should know that I'm not. But he wants to sit here and bloviate.
I'm saying you're using a phrase
I want to give you an opportunity.
So the way regular people interpret it,
that's not regular people. That's not regular people. There's no consensus that these are actually boys. This whole thing about trans girls is a canard. We're talking about a tiny, tiny sliver of the population.
That may be the
and we're
case,
using
but
that
my point in terms of its effectiveness.
Just get to your point.
My point in terms of its effectiveness. Regular people with children look at these things and they say, you know what, this is a bit too far. I do not agree with this. I don't like this. I think Democrats are going way too much to the left on social issues. They're uncomfortable with it. A lot of people believe that. A lot of families believe that. You may disagree with that reality, but that's why Republicans kept running those ads over and over and over again, because they saw the metrics suggested that they were working.
In those ads over and over again and using rhetoric like you just used, saying this is boys playing girls sports.
Well,
first of all, we're talking about 5 people in the entire country.
You would prefer?
We're talking about trans girls being allowed to play with the people who are in their gender. And if you don't believe, you don't have to listen to me. Listen to the American Medical Association, the American Psychological Association.
The American Medical Association.
This is not about the
guys.
American Medical Association and the American Psychiatric Association. Those same associations that absolutely, thank God, have garnered the support of Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to clean up our entire healthcare system. These are the same associations that have created record number of unhealthy children, unhealthy American citizens of all ages, but mostly children. We have record number diabetes, record number of mental health crises, anxiety, depression. We never had these things when I was a kid. Did you? This is the system that needs to be bucked. This is the machine that needs to be raged against. I am a father. I am a professor, recovering professor, and now I'm full-time media. Thank God. I have a wife. I have experienced the American Medical Association, the American Psychiatric Association firsthand, and I have witnessed hypocrisy after hypocrisy after hypocrisy. But to kind of get back to this idea of transgenderism and the reason why these Democrats just keep melting down over a simple fact. Here's what we think. Here's what Trump thinks. Here's what RFK Jr. thinks. Here is what really I think most people who are like me, maybe constitutional centrists, neither right or left, but really just we're right in the middle. We're for practicality, pragmatism, something that actually makes sense. My biggest slogan throughout the campaign cycle was make America practical again, make America sane again, make America normal again. You can do whatever you want. You can identify as a rodent, as a doorknob. Nobody cares what you do in the privacy of your own domain, which is why we have the most amazing country and the most amazing constitution ever composed. But when you start to inject that and you expect the world to adapt to you because you identify as a feline or you identify as a squirrel and you want the world to adapt to you, which is not the way it works. You need to adapt to the world, not us adapting to you. That's where we have problems. Omar Khalif, the boxer who literally we witnessed domestic violence as an Olympic sport. The guy got a medal for engaging in assault on a woman. And the boxer, all the boxers that he competed against, one of them even retired and said, look, I've never been hit that hard in my entire life as a female. The volleyball player who got smashed in the face had a concussion because of a transgender male identifying as a woman. I don't care. You go through the surgery. I don't care. You go through the whole thing. I don't care even if your chromosome count and your genome count says somehow that you're a female. Biologically speaking, then why do we have women's sports? What's the point of having women's sports? Let's just all compete against each other. Biologically speaking, there is anatomical structures that posit the fact that there is a absolute definitive difference between males and females. There's no debate on that. Identify whatever you want. Sit in your own private domicile and pretend that you're a squirrel. Pretend that you're a cat. You can be a man. You're not coming into my daughter's bathroom and you're not competing in my daughter's sports. It's not happening because it's not right on multiple levels. But I'm just looking at you right now, just from a practical sense point. It is not right. We're not going to have it anymore. There's going to be abuse. There's going to be people that take advantage of it. Do whatever you want. You have freedom of choice, freedom of expression. Identify. I could care less what you identify it. But as soon as you ask the world to adapt to you, that's where we have a major problem. I would love to get your thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this breakdown of this CNN panelist and the way that they just got so... Why are you getting so upset? Why can't you just talk? We can't even... This is the kind of stuff that we voted against. You guys got annihilated in the election. It wasn't close. It wasn't even a little bit. It wasn't even, wow, that was a pretty good shellacking. No, you got annihilated. We got the Senate. We got the majority of the House. We got the bicameral legislature on top of the executive branch who won in a landslide. It was a landslide. And if it wasn't for you corrupt, propagandist, woke, fake mafia media, it would have been even worse. So the American people have spoken. You can't cancel us. You can't label us. You can't tell us how we feel and think. We have spoken. We have clearly conveyed to you. We have clearly voiced how we think about your woke ideologies, about DEI, about corruption up and down in our educational system, about the forever wars, about the border, about refunding the police rather than defunding them. We have told you what we think of wokeism. It's all over. It's done. There's no more tippy-toeing around this. There's no more Americans being chained and they can't speak their minds. They can't speak their truths, walking on eggshells. It's over. You're done. So the fact that he's melting down like that at the mere mention of we don't want, do that to me, pal. I'd love to see you try that with me. The mere mention that we don't want boys competing in girls' sports and just losing your mind. What does that tell you, America? What does that tell you about these people? What does that tell you about this radical, parasitic ideology that is infected like a cancer? I've said it many times. DEI is a cancer. It has infected our beautiful, glorious republic, and we need to excise it like a tumor. We need to cut it out and get rid of it. And metaphorically speaking, we did on November 5th, 2024. Can't wait to get your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments. I'm happy to be wrong. I welcome all opposing views as long as you're constructive, productive, and you're using critical thinking. Ad hominem links. Don't even post a link. Personal attacks, you go straight to spam. I want my comment section to be alive. I want to unite our country. We can do that step by step. Have a civil discourse in the comments. I beg you, I really want to hear from you. I mean that sincerely. Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget also in the pinned comment, show notes, and description is our free newsletter. It's absolutely free. This is sort of like your insurance policy, so you never miss out. I get messages time and time again. Nez, I subscribe. Nez, I put all notifications. I'm still not getting your videos. This is your sure bet. It's in the pinned comment. Literally just click on that. Click on the option for free newsletter. Give us your best email, and boom, you're in. It's that simple. Check out these videos coming up here on the screen right here. I posted a couple of doozies very recently, just in case you missed them. Tap my face right there to subscribe. It's absolutely free. And as always, may God bless you, and may God bless America. I'll see you soon.